at all in simple. Maybe they'll let it go at that, but there are a lot of...
CP squared has 51 minus degrees of freedom, making...
On the way home, I got hungry, and I ate it. We're Americans, and we only like competition, okay? I'm eating, and I'm reading a book, and this wave just comes up.
Making a little complex robot, but it is controlled by living brain cells much like those inside your head. Researchers
This moth isn't just swinging around, it's been bugged.
grow collections around 3,000 brain cells in the lab. The cells grow collections with each other and start communicating
Using electrodes implanted into its muscles.
Some are hard to found respond predictably. Signals from robots or ultrasound distance sensor.
Here, signals are sent to its left flight muscle to make it lift that wing.
The output from these cells can be used to control
Different signals can be sent for it to lower its wing, to lift both wings at once, or to make them flat.
They each have a motor in them, and it actually drives forward when I walk. It actually powers that knee through the step.
It's powered through Bluetooth technology.
Increasing the frequency of the pulse makes the wings beat faster. If a signal is sent only to one side while the moth is flying, it will veer in that direction. Implanting electrodes into the brains of tree beetles,
and they
close to
talk to
neurons
each other
that
and try to
control
mimic
flight.
the stride length.
A computer
that the
program
other
in the
one's doing. If I
device
speed
controls
up,
the
the other one
beetle,
can realize
and
it's
here
doing
it
it, and
beats
it'll
its
speed up
wings
as well.
and takes off when a negative voltage is sent to its brain. Researchers are putting moths in control and using them as a pair of eyes. They've found out how to intercept signals from their visual system and how to use them to make a robot move. Here, a graduate student demonstrates how the robot can be steered. Combining living and machine components could eventually make robotic systems more effective.
Legs when an IED hit his convoy in Fallujah, Iraq in 2006.
The IED went off directly underneath me and took off basically everything that was hanging over the ledge of the seat, my legs. And then it killed my sergeant in front of me and my good friend next to me. My gunner lost his right leg. I shattered my hip. I had 32 pins in my hip. I broke my pelvis, so I have a 6-inch screw holding that together. I lost both legs above the knee. I broke 4 fingers, broke my jaw, broke my nose, lacerated kidney. So I recovered well, I think, and great care here and done well.
Today, I use the Bluetooth prosthetics.
It's a lot of hip control. In my other legs, I usually have to use all my thigh to power through things, but since these are moving on their own, then I actually just kind of have to lift and shift my weight a little bit.
He says they're a bit heavier than the other 2 microchip prosthetics he's worn, but they require much less effort to operate.
If they're not programmed right, they kind of do their own thing sometimes, and they'll kick for no reason. Like you'll just be standing there and be like, and just kick off to the side.
To master the stairs just yet.
Sometimes when you go near a computer or something, you'll hear the computer start freezing, so it does do that a lot. And I'll be like, I'm sorry, and I have to turn my legs off.
In communicating robot wirelessly, the team plans to use their robot brain power, new behavior in the future. They hope there are enough similarities to teach about unknown aspects of our own brain
All right, I should. Jesus Christ. Okay, that should be working now. Thank you for letting me know. Things get confuzzled after we've been away for a week. Anyways, let's just get this started, and I'll do my intro stuff, and then hopefully people by then will be. Can you hear me now? Is that now? Okay. Thank you, Tubian, for letting me know. Let's go ahead and get this started with playing our silly intro stuff, and then hopefully by then people will join us, and then we'll get the idiocracy started for this stream. Sorry, there's so many hiccups, but that's how this goes when we try doing new things. Things will be a little bit different, and we'll probably be starting a little bit later than normal, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So here we go. It's hilarious because I said all of that stuff in the beginning, and Jeebus Christ. But here we blow. Let's just go on with our disclaimers.
Disclaimer: the views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and/or hosts. They do not explicitly or necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by this channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during this program.
Yeah, so and the 401 for 401 fair use as well, but here we blow.
It's just like Killer Cop 4, but she's got Hema instead of fry cook balls. I need you, Action Bastard! Action Bastard, I need you! Action Bastard, I need you! Why am I wasting time dancing?
You want to know why? Because the world is fucking flat, dog, and everything that you see up there, as far as like planets or stars, yeah, guess what, dude? It's fucking fake. It's just lights up there. The government put those lights up there so you dummies could just act like there's something up there.
Wait a second. Are you a flat earther?
Call a crackhead. You're stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, you're stupid. All right, folks. I'm going to bring in our first guest, and we should have other people showing up in the near future. I know that I'm off. If there's anybody in the side of my chat who would like a link, just let us know, and we will send you one. And we'll go from there. Okay. I mean, you can totally join us. I sent you a link. So please, anybody who I sent a link, please join us. Things are going to be a lot different than they were in the past. New formatting and a handful of other things. So thank you all for being here and joining us. I know we took a week off because of the insanity that was going on, me getting a new car and a handful of other things. But let's go ahead and bring in our guest. And that, of course, is one of our favorite.
Oh.
Hey, Al, how are you doing?
Hey, not too bad. How are you doing?
Awesome.
I forgot I lose audio when you play the intro clip. I tried to talk.
Yeah. No, it was a problem with our channel. I accidentally had myself muted. I did not know that, but we fixed that. Gotcha. Hey, West Side and Ember, are we friends on the Discomcords? If so, send me a link or send somebody a link that has the option to send you one. And if you'd like to come in and play, you can totally do that. They would like a sausage link as well. Give me a second. I think I have your link. Give me a second, doorknob head. Maybe I don't have one for you. Message me on the Discomcords if you would like a link, or find me on there and add me, and then I'll send links. It would be nice to have a couple new people on board for sure. We have lots of room nowadays for news peeps. So anyways, let's begin banging on into our subject, because the mangoes and the mama should be here soon, but we'll see. Commander is doing things and stuff and things, so maybe they'll be here in a little minute. Actually, I'm just gonna do it this way. We're just gonna do it this way. Fuck it. I know. I know who. Yeah, for sure. We're just gonna do it this way. There's the StreamYard in the side chat. Go ahead and join if you would like. We are only bringing in people that we know who they are. So if you're joining us, put in the way that we know you. Don't put in a weird thing yet. Join us first, and then you can put in your weird stuff. Hey, Tiny.
Be weird later.
Yeah. Putting in the weird names and subtitles. Do that after we know who you is and you join us. So anybody who wants to join us, please do. We're going over very boring / interesting subject. This is a 2-year-old documentary, but it seems to still be growing. And since we're still dealing with Trump, I feel like we do need to keep going over this. So, we'll play one funny video first, and then we will bring people in, because I would like people to be in here while we begin discussing this stuff. So let's go ahead and find some funny Trump thingy mabobber, and we'll play that first, and then we will get into the subject. Let me see. I'll bring the person who just showed up in a second, but I want to play. Sure. We'll do this first. Let's do this first. How are you doing, Ember? Am I saying that properly?
Hello. Yes.
Okay, just making sure. I figured that was how to pronounce it. Thank you for being on here. You've been around with us in other streams and stuff, so you've definitely seen around. So thank you for joining us. How are you doing today, sir?
Oh, it's all right. Tinkering with things, recording things, doing all the things.
You have a YouTube channel, right?
Yes, I do.
And what do you normally do on your YouTube's channels?
Mostly address silly claims, counter-apologetics type stuff, but as much science as I can sneak in.
Are you blue in the side chat?
I am not. I don't think, anyway.
Okay, well, give me a millisecond. I'm going to make you blue, and then if you would like, please put your channel link in the side of my chat. But give me a second to get theirs. And as soon as you're blue, go ahead and put your channel link in the side of my chat.
Alrighty. Yeah, I was looking for you on Discord before you put the link in the side chat. I'm like, where am I going to find Slim? He's got to be around somewhere.
I figure that we are in a couple different
I could figure out a way to link you two together, because I know both of you. I will try to figure that out.
Sure. So now you're blue. So go ahead. I always think of Young Frankenstein when he's singing Putting on the Ritz. And I don't know why I assume that with the blue. I'm blue. Like, I don't know why. But yeah. Oh, hey, Mari. We have so many people that are joining us today that are technically new, although I know most of you know who my dumbass is. But thank you all for being here. This is amazing to have you all here. I love seeing all these new people. And then there's our Rex as well. So thank you all for being here. and blue just like my balls because I have not had sex in a year and a half. Anyways, we'll talk about that later.
As long as it's on the agenda.
Yeah. Well, we have a running theme that Mango and I do, or Mango helps me with. I say something silly and I say, talk about it later. Mango writes it down and then we actually talk about it later in a stream. So it becomes a whole thing. So you'll find that out soon. So everybody, there you go. Please, everybody go to Ember's link and go subscribe, like, share, watch their videos, thumbs up their videos, and comment on their stuffs to give them more play. I'm sure you don't need it, but just everybody do that.
No, I appreciate it. It's always good to build community. I mean, you know, Ollie knows. Ollie's always hanging out over at Neil's, knows all about community.
Well, that's why we're here doing this, is not just because I want to just do things for myself. That's why we bring on guests. That's why we talk about stuff. That's why we have you all on and we all share each other's information so that we can build a better community with us debunkers, disprovers, and or people that go over silly or fun things or laughing at other people's. So hey Ollie, man, how's yous doings?
I am pretty good. It is a Monday night here. It was a long day at work. Got to work right away. Computer problems. I couldn't do anything for the first hour I was there. That's the way it goes, though.
That's the way the blue balls bounce, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, hey Mari, yes, you've been on the brunches a handful of times, so definitely thank you for being here, and I'm glad that you're going to be here. And there's not as many people here as there normally are for Lizard's stream, but it's okay. You can totally be a lurker. We don't mind lurkers. We would like everybody to say hello to us first, and then you can be in the background. Normally, people say they're going to be lurkers until we start talking about the subjects, and then all of a sudden we have everybody speaking in our side chat about the idiocracy. So don't worry, Mari. You will be talking with us and saying about the dumbass shit that we're going over. Really quick, thank you. So how this goes, if you didn't notice at the bottom, but I'm going to try to pin this in a second. If I did, no, I think I closed it. Yeah, I did. Anyways, so $5 for me to do a shot of vodka. So if you go to any of those links down there, I'll do a shot of vodka. If you help give money to the Mangoes to make it so that she can get into her new place, we'll do shots as well. So if you want to see Slim get more drunk, buy me more shots. If you don't want to see me get more drunk, pay me money to drink water. I'm just kidding.
Hydrate.
So let's bring it. Yeah, exactly. It's Emily. I didn't. Well, okay. Let me do it this way. Ember, I'm sorry. You're very, very new. I don't have an intro for you, but I have intros for most other people. In the near future, if you keep joining us on here, I will make a intro for you. But let me go through this right quick because we have some of our current or guests that show up. So here we blow, and it starts with our
am I roboting?
War never changes, and we are the Galactic Penguin Federation, NASA's enforcers. We rain fire on our enemies and fight hand to hand across the galaxy. We are ever seen, yet we are never seen in our fight for liberty. We will kick down any door and fight any secret societies.
I knew it. She's a lizard person.
My name, Commander 401. And this is how we handle our problems.
You gotta step up and be that bully with a stick.
There we blow. So we already said hello to Canadian Aliman. And that was the Canadian that was being
born from the ice.
Thank you,
Playing
thank
hockey
you.
right away.
I was laughing too much about that. And then we had our commander, which is our penguin defender of the Antarctic.
Yeah. Now, Slim, if I might say this,
Sure.
If I know Ember well, he's going to have a video for you to play as his intro within the next couple of minutes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I actually carry my intro with me. I can just push of a button. Check this out.
You have to warn. Okay.
There you go.
Okay. Next time you have to warn me about that so I can make you full screen. That's good. And I'll know. And
good.
then if you add me on the Dissident Accords, which that will happen before the night ends, you can just send me that MP4 or whatever, and then I'll just have that and stuff. If you would like to keep joining us. So before we bring in our next guest, am I roboting to anybody else, or
we're talking with Glenn Scrivener at the moment about?
Nope. Hold on, my buttons went a little crazy there.
It's okay, because Commander's saying that things are getting frozen and stuff. Is it on my end, or
it could be on his end?
Yeah, I didn't see any frozenness myself.
I think he said something earlier that he's in a hotel, so he might not have very good internet.
Sure. If that begins happening, that everybody notices as guests, just let me know and we'll blow from there. I definitely need to upgrade my motherfucking computer because Ember, you're just gonna pull them up for us? Okay, that works. All right.
Sure.
I like that. That works. Anyways, yeah. So we have our aunt. Hey aunt, welcome.
Sure. Hey.
And then it looks like, yeah. Clockwork says, "Join the Empire. We bake cookies." I thought we just had cookies, but I guess we have to bake them for them to be here, right? And so I guess that makes sense. Anyways, okay, so let's blow into our the intro for our next guest. I'm just gonna bring you back in, Commander. How are you doing?
Hopefully it's not so bad, but none of you guys are moving.
There's a lot of movement on our screens, so I don't know what is going on. I believe it's on your end, but it may. I'm not 100% sure. Once again, if in the Cyberman chats or anybody here, if you notice that I'm starting to go down on the semen, people, on the stream, then let me know and we'll try to go there. But let's bring in our next guest, which is our lovely,
stunning, plump, red, perfectly unscratched, and incredibly sweet mango.
And there's our lovely unscratched sweet mango. How are you doing, hon?
Hello. I'm okay. How are y'all?
Did we get everything figured out for today?
Room-wise, yes. Food-wise, that's why I just put for extra food and stuff on the thing. But
okay, so
wasn't it cool? It's not cool.
So for $10, I do a shot, and 5 of it goes to Mango. Send it to Mango. If you want to repost that and or re-put that back up. You're logged in, so you can put things up on the bottom, right?
Yeah, I can highlight any messages I want. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you want to go ahead and highlight your message again, go ahead and do that. Everybody send Mango's some monies to help out her and the little one.
But good news though. best news. So the ID that I've been waiting on to come in from a different state for 3 goddamn months is finally here.
Yay.
So that's one less
what?
thing. My ID. My ID expired back in September when I first got here, and I've been waiting
Yeah,
for
yeah,
3 months to get a new one, and it's finally here.
Okay, good. Okay, good. My brain kept thinking you were saying a UTI or
Oh my
that little
God.
thing that you put inside your vagina that looks like a T. It's called a.
The IUD.
Yeah. So that's what I thought you were saying. I was like, wait, they ship it to you now? Do you put it in yourself?
Some assembly required.
Yes.
Yeah,
Some
okay,
people
never
do,
mind.
just saying.
Well, I know, but I was.
I'm very
Globerman.
skilled in that department, but we don't talk about that here. That's for OnlyFans.
Right. Mm-hmm.
No, I thought you were gonna have me hired to come in and never mind, we'll talk about that later. Anyways. God damn it. I love how stupid we all can be with each other and how silly these things get. And Ember, I'm so glad you're here to experience this with us for the first time.
Yes,
You'll
welcome,
see,
Ember.
you'll see the insanity that we get to. And you know what? We're at 16 fucking viewers. That hasn't happened in a year and a half or a year or something like that. So we brought on a bunch more new peeps, and I'm amazed and so glad you all are here watching and listening and enduring the insanity with us.
Yep.
Because it's gonna get so fucking stupid in a minute that y'all are gonna be like, what the fuck's them? Why the fuck? It's just like what happens on Sundays for brunch when Mango puts us through. Why the fuck are you making us go through? This is what y'all are gonna be saying in a minute. So if there's anybody else,
it's fun.
why not make us have the fun things and stuff? And yes, the fresh cookies. You got to bake them yourself. Exactly.
That's true.
That's exactly how Shani makes the yeast that never mind, we'll talk about the gray yeast vagina. Never mind.
Gray yeast vagina
Oh my.
beer. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Or is it vagina yeast? I
Why
mean,
is it gray?
It was, and why is it? Why does it keep moving? That's the other thing that scares me. It shouldn't be crawling across the table,
Right.
or it shouldn't be crawling down her
Sexy for
thigh.
Christ.
Yeah.
Just go to Sexy
Okay.
for Christ on Twitter. You'll hate me later.
God, please don't.
Oh
please
my gosh, no.
Do not do that.
Do not.
You might as look. There's so many other worse things that you can look up online. Go to the dark web and look up people being murdered. It's going to be
Oh my
way
God.
better on your psyche than watching. So it looks like the newest person is joining us is the Six Drops, and the Six Drops did send us $5.
Hey, Six Drops.
Hey, Six, to take a shot. That's
It's okay,
how this goes.
Commander. I get it. All right. Slancha.
Hopefully your internet connection changes. The problem that's happening right now is the FBI and CIA are like, God damn it, we already have enough problems with the penguins on Antarctica, and now we have to deal with Slim and that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're
It's
like,
just too much to handle right now.
yeah, they're like, no, we're just gonna go with Slim for right now.
Yep.
So cheers, bro. Salutes, Lanche, skull, all of the above. Tap it on the counter to wake up the dead relatives for the cheers. Bad vodka.
Bad vodka?
Bad vodka, yeah.
I didn't see.
And
Was
then-
it the pink or the blue tonight?
It's pink right now. I do have blue. So if 10 does get put, I'll do blue. I didn't want to say that, but god damn it. So Commander throws in another motherfucking $5. So
Commander,
here we go.
hey.
We're
All right.
going another shot. So here we go. Jeebus Christ, that's fucking bad vodka.
Bad vodka.
Bad
Yep.
vodka. Okay. Yeah, your internet's conspiring against you. Totally. That's exactly.
Mine was
what's
last
going-
week, but it's all better for now anyway.
Yeah.
Mine always
Okay,
is.
so
Mm-hmm.
well, I mean, fucking, I can't believe I can't believe that there are still hotels and motels and other things that don't have Wi-Fi expanders. They're
Right.
literally $20 to put one every 50 to 100 feet.
Yep.
To make it work. I used to put in Wi-Fi expanders into hotels. That was one of the jobs I did for a while. And like, it's not really that hard to do it. Yeah, they do suck. You're right, but they do help. If there's just one Wi-Fi hub with no hotspots or expanders, then you're shite out of luck unless you're right next to the fucking first floor, next to the fucking
if you're right near
check-in
it.
counter or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get hamsters to run on those wheels anymore to make it so that they make their own hotspot. You know, that's illegal now. That's called animal abuse. So I can't. I'm just
trying to make our lives better, and it turns out to be illegal. You know?
Yeah. Oh my God, I can't rent weasels or ferrets now to run on a wheel. No, I'm just kidding.
Damn liberals ruin everything.
Goddamn. Yeah. And then after
Slim,
they
I'm
die
gonna
of
need you
exhaustion,
to- I'm going to need you to do a blue and then drink a bunch of water. The note says for you
we're
to drink a
doing-
bunch of water. So do a blue and then get water and drink some water. The note specifically says for you to drink water.
but it is blue. It does say blue.
It is blue.
I'm guessing she got a $10 one, so that's
okay.
blue.
Yeah, hold on. I put it over there. So I'm gonna play this.
Okay.
While we're I don't know what water is. What is this whole
What's this
H2O
water you
thing?
speak of?
What is this? Yeah. What is this? That's not my vocabulary. I have no idea what this water thing is that you speak
Like
of.
Sir Sick, all he drinks is whiskey. He doesn't drink water, just whiskey.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Water with
exactly.
extra goodies.
That's
Well,
right.
see, I am like in Futurama Bender. I am powered by alcohol.
You need alcohol to run, exactly.
Yeah,
Mhm.
water just makes me rust. So I need it to be as pure of alcohol as possible. Jesus Christ, I'm trying to like get up to do these, and you people keep fucking putting up stuff. So yeah, potato water, exactly. That's the vodka that I'm drinking, and then
That's right. It's potato water.
It's potato water. Commander says Slim also knows that Mimpet and I are trying to get a few shills who are not on air anymore to try to resurrect the old format that we used to do, or that was a thing above my bobber like a year and a half ago. But it's updated topics and
they've
silly,
changed it.
fun stuff and like the olden days. So we are trying to revamp. Are we going to be, is it going to be on the Shills channel, or are we trying to do this on somebody else's channel? Because I would love to go back on the Shills channel. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
But we'll see how it has evolved and what people are saying now. Now that things have changed on my channel and things have opened back up again. I don't want to say certain words, and I don't want to say certain people, but things are different now. Again, like I said, I don't know what exactly, but I am down to retry to do what we had a year and a half ago. It was amazing the things that we were doing a year and a half ago on certain channels and the way that things were done. There was a lot of professionalism and a lot of editing going on that we don't exactly have anymore, but we'll figure it out in a second. Just like what happens whenever you come to talk to me about a UTI, I'll finger it. Never mind. We'll talk about that later.
Please don't finger out UTIs. That's like the opposite.
No,
way
please
that
don't.
you want to go.
Hey, when I'm working in the alley behind the 7-Eleven as a gynecologist, that's mainly the only thing that is.
As a quote, get the heavy air quotes, gynecologist.
It's mainly squirting disorders and or UTIs that I have to deal with. But again, Okay. I need to go get
Okay.
the food stuff because
Make sure you turn your camera off first.
Yeah. Before I stand up,
Yes, before you stand up.
Mama had to remind me. It was going to happen, and then Mama reminded me to not stand up nude.
I'm good for reminders.
Anyways,
You know that.
Yes, no. That's why Mama's here. Mama's the mama of the troop to make sure that I stay in line. Like literally, that's why she's here, is to make sure I stay in line.
It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it.
Exactly, it's a hard job. Anyways,
it's a very hard job.
It's a hard. Okay, so I have this to play before we get into the idiocracy of what we're going to be going over today. Thank you all very much for being here. You're all amazing. Please subscribe, like, and share if you can, or just watch this again later or anything like that. Just anything you do to help. Please join, hit, and make sure you hit the bell notifications if you subscribe and when you subscribe. And if you have not, just please hit the bell so you can see when we're doing all of the idiocracy that we do, because not just the live streams we do, I post videos of me performing live as well on my channel and other things that I do. My shorts are like me using my split tongue and or licking things off of people. I don't know. You just have to go check out my shorts to find out what happens. So anyways, what time is it for us? All for me, it's 4:30 p.m. here. For you, it's like 2 a.m., right?
Yeah.
Because that's what we talked about the other day was
20 to 8 here.
Okay. Everybody
I've got
tell
1839.
Okay, so we got 6:30 p.m. ish there. So general mountains time.
So we have
about
I'm
the same time as
Pacific,
me.
Slim is Mountain, Ember, you're
Yeah.
Central, right?
Eastern.
Or are you Mountain?
You are Eastern.
Eastern. Okay, she's 16.
Okay.
And I'm Atlantic. So
okay.
Yeah, Atlantic, right. Don't think we have a central time zone here.
There is no center. The laws of logic dictate this.
You said dick. Anyways. Yes,
Excluded middle.
Yes, Commander. We would love to begin doing things on your channel for sure.
Yeah, that would be fun. I miss those chills days.
We have so many things we can do. We can like go over a subject and go over games again. I mean, there was the format that we had back in the day was fucking amazing until insanity blew this community fucking into
damn drama hit and it all changed everything to hell.
Yeah, but anyways, let's not get on that.
We're not getting into that.
Sorry, Anne. You're not. You're Greenwich
Mean Time.
Yeah.
So it's 11:40 for Greenwich Mean Time.
So you're 8:40 in the morning. So at least you'll be able
Tuesday
to get
morning.
your coffee.
Okay.
At least you get your tea and whatever you eat with that. And hopefully this isn't going to be as gross as the other streams that you're normally joining us on. So, okay. So I need to do this to get to the blue. I got it. It's right there. I got to grab it.
Yes.
But this is what we're going to do before we get into. There is a town in the Americas that is being taken over by Trumpanites, and that's what we're going over today.
Okay.
So before we get into that, let's just watch this. And once again, folks, you're welcome. Oh, I have to do. God damn it! It's been a week, and I forgot what I was supposed to do. I have to actually share that first, people.
Yes, you do.
Pesky buttons.
Son of a beast thing. Okay, here we blow, and I will be right back.
Folks, get ready for a chocolate adventure like you've never seen.
Oh.
I'm taking you on a tremendous journey to my very own chocolate factory. It's like Willy Wonka's, but better. And it's not in a weird place like Loompa Land. It's right here in the USA where we make chocolate great again. I've always said, if you're going to have a chocolate factory, make it in America. We've got Oompa Loompas too, but ours wear colored hats. It's true. It's incredible.
Make chocolate great again.
Looks like he's in a sewage plant right there.
We've got candy cane trees that actually grow candy canes. It's fantastic. And the best part, we've got a chocolate fountain that's bigger than the wall I wanted to build. It's like my own personal fountain of deliciousness. So get ready for a chocolate adventure that's going to be huge. Trump's Chocolate Factory, where chocolate dreams come true.
You know what that reminds me of?
I was born, father told this to me. It was one Christmas.
I was gonna say, you know what that reminds me of? Do you remember the movie Baron von Munchausen?
Yeah.
Oh my
And he
Jeebus
actually
Christ.
built a chocolate palace or something for one of these guys in the desert. And the
Yeah, and
chocolate
it
started
lasted-
melting around him. Yeah.
Yeah, it lasted like 2 weeks or a month or something. And
like
then,
that.
it literally, like he did it in like not Egypt exactly, but like a hot.
It was some
warm
deserty.
place
It was a
like
place that was
that.
like desert or whatever, in like India or someplace. I can't remember which, but it
Taj
started
Mahal
like
kind of
dripping
thing.
all around him as he's sitting
Yeah,
in this
yeah.
chocolate throne.
Yeah.
I hear Chocolate Factory and I'm like, so that's what's under the golden toilet then.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what Trump had, was the golden toilet. Did we go this? Somebody stole a golden toilet out of some place and they melted it down and they got caught, but without the toilet,
Wow.
obviously, but they got caught with, but yeah, there was a golden toilet somewhere. I don't remember where. And like these two dudes actually stole it out of the place. We'll go over that later. So anyways, here's the goddamn blue. You're welcome, everybody.
You tell he's thrilled that he has to drink it.
I fucking hate drinking this bull crap. I'll remove that for a second. So cheers, bro. Salute, Solanche, Skull. God damn it.
Katirka.
Screw you guys. Okay. That vodka. All right. So for the heck of it, just because I like you all, we're going back to this.
Christmas morning in 73, there was one lonely gift nestled under the tree. My grandfather said, don't touch my
clothes.
He said, boy, listen close, I am saying this once. These were worn by my parents and their parents' parents. Now they're yours, but be sure to guard them with your life. He said, don't ever let them touch my clothes. You can take my cash, you could burn my house, you could force feed trash. I'd let you kick my balls while I chewed on glass before I even thought about letting someone touch my clothes. You'll have to take my life, you'll have to steal my dog, have to beat my wife, you'll have to kill my mom with a rusty knife, you'll have to break my legs before I ever let you touch my clothes.
Don't touch him.
All right, folks. We
Don't you
definitely
touch
had to
my clogs.
What's up, Bob?
We definitely had to go over that first before we got over that. Okay. Let's just. We'll just go over this. I know this is how this channel goes. We get distracted very fucking easily.
We do. Squirrel.
Figure this out. Yeah, exactly. So it was 4 men. Okay. So here we go. I just want to make sure that. Yeah, here we go. Oh. I don't need that. All right. 4 men are charged with the theft of a satirical golden toilet titled America at Churchill's birthplace. So here's the toilet, and it is an 18-karat gold. And 4 dudes took it, and they got caught. They couldn't find the toilet afterward because they did melt it down, but it did get stolen, and they were charged for stealing a golden fucking toilet.
Wow.
Irony, flush the evidence.
Right.
Exactly. That's pretty much what it goes. No, there was no golden ticket. It was just a golden shite. Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, Mari. Hopefully, by the time you get
Actually, it
back,
was a golden
that
shower
will
if it's
be-
Trump.
Well, he said that Ivanka said that she knows he wouldn't be into that, because he is a germaphobe. That's not how kinks. That's not how kinks work. No. Especially if you have a $1,200 hooker or escort. She's got clean pee, bro.
Yep.
I mean, like who's not gonna be down to get? Never mind. I know. Golden showers are not for everybody. We're not gonna kink shame, but I kind of like them. Anyways, we'll talk about that later.
As long as you don't drink it, you're fine. Or inhale it.
Hey! I might put it in my mouth for a little bit, but I always spit it out. Okay, I don't swallow.
But you don't ingest it, right?
Yeah, you don't swallow. That's for Cookie McSweet Tits swallowing, and that's a whole different thing. We'll talk about.
That's a whole different. That she's not swallowing gold. Yeah. She's totally different.
It's swallowing semen, and that's how she goes from there. Anyways,
in the Navy.
You want to know the joke about or the thing they say about the Navy? 100 single men go in,
50 couples
come out. I can say that because I have a bunch of friends in the Navy.
I knew some people in the Navy, and one of them was a boyfriend, brother of a boyfriend of one of my boyfriends, and he was on the Samuel Gompers, which was the first co-ed ship. And they had this tradition that when you crossed over the equator, you put your underwear on over your clothes.
Okay.
Yeah. It was just a little sailing tradition for the equator. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of just like when you ask a Marine what color crayons do they chew on. You know, it's just one of those jokes.
Right.
Anyways, let's blow on into this. Yes, please, people in the military, don't come and kill me.
They're just all jokes. They joke around with each other too. It's funny.
Well, and again, anybody who hears what we're saying, they know the jokes. It's an inside joke.
Oh gosh,
thing
are you kidding me?
They
probably started them anyway.
No, that's exactly what it is. The only reason I know this is because of being around people in the military. I haven't been, but that's I can tell you a handful of other jokes about different military services. Well,
right.
But we're not going to get there. But let's begin blowing into the idiocracy of the subject today. And I'm sorry, y'all, but this is a 2-year-old documentary. And the first time I found it, I thought, oh, I'm going to watch this once and it's going to disappear and this is not going to be a thing anymore. Well,
wrong.
It's still building and we're still dealing with Trump.
Wow.
And we're still having to listen to what these people are saying about things like civil war and about dividing the country or taking over the country by arms and that. And so that's why, again, I don't want to go over this crap, but I don't know how we don't. So here we blow. We are definitely going to put this at 1.25 speed because it is a little slow. And then we will fast forward to the pastors in this area talking in a second, because it's not the people that live there that are the problem. It's the pastors that keep pushing the propaganda of,
oh God, are you kidding me?
Idiocracy, of whiteism and the other things about the great replacement theory and stuff. But we do need to hear the intro at least. So I'm going to speed this up just a tiny bit and then we'll blow from there.
Attention.
If anybody would like us to stop it, please let us know. The more that we stop this, the more we break it up, the less I get or copyright claimed. But the first 45 seconds we're definitely going to listen to first. And then we'll stop it as much as possible. And we're going to begin going through it because it's only an hour long, but I want to get to certain points that I've picked out.
Patriots.
No worries.
Broadcasting from the Free Zones, Radio Free Redoubt begins in 5, 4, 3.
Redoubt?
This is North Idaho,
Yeah.
a scenic part of the United
What the
States,
hell does that even
nestled
mean?
against the Canadian border in the Pacific Northwest. The city of Coeur d'Alene sits by the edge of a beautiful lake
Oh,
and is
I've been
surrounded by
there.
tree-clad hills. It is also one of the least diverse places in the country, with 90%
There's
of the
only white
population being
people.
white. More recently, it has become the place where a lot of
If you don't know what a sundown town is, this is still one of those places. And a sundown town is if you are not considered white and the sun goes down, you will end up usually getting hung from a tree and or
Wow.
unalived. And that's what a sundown
disappearing
town means.
into the wilderness.
Yeah, you will not be found again is what a sundown town means if you are not considered white or you do something that in a small town they don't consider within their boundaries of what they consider whatever, you know. If they think you're Jewish or
I find it really fascinating that one of the opening shots was of train car after train car tankers of oil, which I just found out yesterday from John Oliver. When,
I saw
when
that
you have
too.
a bunch of those in a row, it's called a bomb train.
Wow, really?
I just saw that today myself. Yeah.
There was I'm back to talking, and there was like a major disaster in one of our towns from one of those. The brakes failed, and it rolled into a town at high speed and destroyed half the town or more.
Damn. Yeah.
do you know that like every 12 days we have a train failure some way, shape, or form in the Americas?
It's ridiculous.
Is
Did
it
you know-
catastrophic?
Did you know that for those 2-mile long trains, there's only 2 people working on that train, and they're trying to change the rules so it'll only be 1 person working on that train?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
It should be it should be 1 person at every like changing station. It should be 4 people at the least on each one of these, 2 people in the cabin of the engine, and there should be multiple people in the back. And yeah, no, it's insane, and that's what we're showing. So thank you, Ember, for bringing that up. This is exactly what you're speaking about, right? Is this? Yeah. So
yeah,
this is
because if that derails, it's a bad time for everybody.
Yeah.
Or if a terrorist, let's hope of course nobody's going to ever hear that what I'm
Let's
talking
not give
about.
them any ideas.
No. But if somebody wanted to start some bullshit, this is one of the easiest way to start a fucking
Right. Trains derail
something.
more often than you think.
Yeah, that's why I said every 12 days. If you look it up in the Americas, on and I don't remember what railroad system thing covers all that.
Well,
There is a
like,
whatever.
name a state with like no railways other than Hawaii.
And railroads are federal. They fall under federal jurisdiction.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're very poorly regulated.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
they're horribly. That's
self-regulated them here. We only have like a couple of companies that do it here. I don't know what it's like down there, but
It's basically
exactly
the
the
same.
same.
There is a federal agency, but
Right.
they're so understaffed they have to rely on the companies to just comply out of the goodness of their heart.
yeah, which
Warren
So what
Buffett
happened-
owns
private companies.
BNSF.
So what happened like 2 to 3 days before that, the last like huge one that was in the news, I don't remember which one it was. They literally had somebody come through going, "Oh, this isn't right. This isn't right. This isn't right. This isn't right. This isn't right." And then what? A week later, that fucking huge horrible thing happened in, I don't remember the last one it was, but literally there were people in their own agency going, "Oh yeah, the brake systems aren't working," or we didn't have good latching systems. Oh, there needs to be more people watching this and blah blah blah. Anyways, let's get past the whole train bullshit because we can actually do a whole stream on the idiocracy of the train systems in the Americas.
Easy.
And we can totally do that.
It's
later.
interesting, believe it or not. My husband used to drive railroad crews around, so I know a smidge.
Yeah, and so we can do a whole stream on that. And we're already 56 minutes into this stream, even though I
doing
was
good.
an hour late.
Woohoo!
Yeah. We're only 22 seconds into. We're 20. Yeah, and see, there's the other thing too. As Harry was saying, there's 6 class of railroads in the U.S. These ones, and they
UPR
all
is
are
Union
on their
Pacific
own.
Railroad. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then and I don't remember all of them. It doesn't matter, but they all have their own like systems on looking at themselves, and it's only them looking at themselves. It's not other corporations or other entities looking at other entities. They're looking at their own railroads, and that's it. And the government comes in maybe once a year and pretends to like kind of give them. Yeah, there's 20 classes of
And so each of those railroads owns owns tracks as well. So
yeah,
for
exactly.
a rival railroad they have to like get permission to roll on those tracks and stuff. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna go into this right quick. I've been watching a lot of train hoppers doing train things because I used to be I was a traveling kid when I was younger. I haven't done it in a gazillion years, but it's really interesting to watch this because they're actually going over like what the railroads are doing at different stops that you don't think about because they're showing it from the outside. Like, oh, look, these people aren't fucking taking care of this part. Or, dude, look at how that's busted when we roll into this fucking train stop or something. It's kind of like interesting to see the back end of it where they don't want to show you what they're doing wrong.
Correct.
Well, I thought you were Santa, Doorknob Head. How do you have this month off? Well, you should have taken a shower on our stream. Jesus, God.
Slim would have shared that.
I have 2 cameras here. I'm going to move one of them into the
right,
bathroom
Doorknob
just
Head.
for you two.
yeah, exactly. all right. So let's keep blowing on because we want to get into the idiocracy of like actually like what's going on with these people's thought process that they thought that they needed to sell their land wherever they were from to move to this place that's only white people that only believe in Trump so that they can what? That's the scary part is what the what is after this. So let's keep blowing on.
My God, the cult is real.
No, yeah, and again, this is 2 years old, and to the best of my knowledge, they're still trying to do this. I didn't even want to do this. I didn't even want to do this documentary,
especially now with Trump running again.
Well, that's the whole thing. Is these are the people that are going to, if there is a civil war, these are the motherfuckers that are going to be try to be the front lines, and that's what's scary is listening to what these people say. That's why we're doing this right now. Is because of what these people in this documentary are saying.
The city of Coeur d'Alene sits by the edge of a beautiful lake and is surrounded by tree-clad hills. It is also one of the least diverse places in the country, with 90% of the
right next to fucking
more recently,
Canada
and a lot of unhappy Trump voters, conservative Christians, and supporters of the Second Amendment have come to live in what is known as the American Redoubt. The Redoubt is a movement of people from across the United States who want to live together under shared ideals of small government, self-sufficiency, and Christian principles. I've come here to find out.
Yeah, but then they all want an HOA. They all want an HOA. And
they all want to be the Karens. Each one wants to be the head Karen of the place.
Yeah,
right?
you need a 30-foot cross in your yard,
right?
Your grass needs
burn
to
it
be
at night, or burn it.
Yeah, and your grass needs to be 1.5 inches tall all the way around, and you can only make your house opaque white, and trim needs to be not black or anything under this color. And
if you hang your walls, just got to be all white sheets.
Exactly. And after they got dry, you got to put them on yourselves and go burn the cross in the neighbor's lawn.
That's how you get them dry, Slim. That's how you get them dry.
That's how you get them dry. You got to dry your what? God damn it. Son of a beast. Exactly, Harry. HOAs are fucking dumb as
they are. They're stupid. They used to live under one. They were awful.
It's like Americans are like. Do you know what one of those is, right?
Yeah, I know what that is, but is that what this is, or this is like they're trying to build a special village for? Okay,
no, but
this is beyond
that is
HOA. This is
Yeah, no. This is like the Zeke Heil version of an HOA.
Yeah.
They want you to have your house built this right way. You're everything this way. You can only be white, and then you have to like go to the church every Sunday. And if you don't show up on enough times, then all these fucking stipulations. But they want freedom.
Yeah.
Freedom. But you're gonna take away all my freedoms to be free because it's your version of freedom that you want me to be.
All these people that want freedom want to tell everybody else what to do. Have you noticed
Well,
that?
it's freedom. It's freedom for me, but not for thee.
Yes,
that's how this bullshit fucking works.
Like First Amendment auditors, it's all about their freedoms, nobody else's.
They want to free you.
Everyone else.
Yeah, they want to free you from the terrible burden of freedom.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Put these shackles on, you'll feel better.
Mm-hmm. These aren't their shackles; they're my shackles. Those are they're different.
Hey,
right?
If I'm not whipping you, you won't know what it's like to not be whipped.
Yeah.
Shit like that, right? I'm doing it for your good.
Yep. You will comply.
And just
respect my authority.
Exactly.
And just look at his gentleman's name. His name is Alistair Good. So
Alistair
of course,
Good.
I mean,
vote for good.
Christ. Vote for good. All right. Here we go.
It also encourages domestic terrorism, religious extremism, and the formation of a white ethno state.
Yeah, the white ethno state.
We were very unhappy with the government in California, the direction it was going. It was becoming.
But you're wearing a Hawaiian shirt, or you're wearing a shirt that everything on your shirt actually says peace, love, and acceptance. But you're gonna wear this because you're too dumb to understand like what that fucking means. We're from California, and you're saying California was too open. Yeah, that's one of the most fucking liberal places in the fucking country. But you're wearing a Hawaiian shirt. Do you know what wearing a Hawaiian shirt actually meant back in the day? Peace, love, and doing whatever, Oahu or whatever that is called. That means like you do you and I do me, kind of,
But for them, it's peace and love on my terms.
Yeah, no, whatever I want. If you fucking me or I don't believe in your stuff or you're not white, then I get to not be peaceful to you because the Bible said that, even though like that's not 100%. But anyways.
More and more of a nanny state. At the time, the Republicans and Democrats in Sacramento, the capital, were fairly balanced. That began to change, and eventually it got to the point the Republicans were sort of the party of no. The Democrats would propose something. They had enough Republicans to stop it, and then that went away, and the Republicans show up. They get paid for doing nothing because they can't get anything done. That was pretty much a death knell as far as we were concerned about freedom in California. So we came up here in Labor Day of 10 and looked around. We knew kind of what to expect politically. We said, this is what we need to be. So 3 weeks later, we came back, looked at a few houses, and bought this one. What's interesting is that a number of years ago, Idaho was a blue state, and Kootenai County was a blue county. And then people started getting in here.
Okay, so just listen to that right quick. I'm gonna.
So really quickly, he's sitting there blaming the politicians instead of the voters who voted them in.
Exactly. But then listen to what he just said. He said, we moved into this blue county and a bunch of us redneck motherfuckers came in here and we fucking flipped it. Why didn't you do that in California? Oh, that's right. Because you weren't able to have enough power. Now you're going to go into a bumfuck middle of nowhere county, and now you're going to force everybody out who's blue so that you all can be fucking racist as fuck. And that's what really happened to this area. It really was very blue before.
It does happen. The county I live in, I'm near the San Francisco Bay Area. There was a time where people from San Francisco Bay Area were moving out where I'm at to buy houses, but still work in the Bay Area because it was cheaper to buy houses here.
Yeah.
So we were a nice area. I live in a rural town of almost 300,000 people, but it's got a very small town feel to it. And, our kids were safe to a point, but we had in the schools, we had them like certain streets blocked off for the kids when they get dropped off and picked up for safety. These idiot liberals come out to our area, which was at that time was Republican, and say, well, we should be able to drive and park right here. So they bitched and pissed and moaned, and the sheriffs came out and said, you can't do that anymore. You're blocking the street. So that's one example of what people do. But then they claim, oh, we want progression, but you want to tell people what they can and can't do at the same time.
Yeah.
I was not a happy camper.
Yeah, and
I'm
that's
so confused what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't. Are you like the blocking of the road was for like traffic safety, right? Like so that
It was for the kids' safety when they got dropped off.
yeah. So cars.
It was only for like 15, 20 minutes of the
kids,
morning
yeah.
and 15, 20 minutes of the afternoon. It wasn't like it was forever.
Yeah. Like the way they set up like markets on a Saturday, Sunday where there's no vehicles and you can just walk up and down the road and pedestrian traffic takes precedence. And so like you're not driving your kid right up to the door of the school, you drop them off at a safe zone and they walk.
Yes.
They walk with no vehicular traffic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's all for their safety.
Okay, and that was a right-wing idea or a left-wing idea?
No, that was what I bring it in as. It was out where I'm at. We were primarily conservative.
Okay.
Then you got the liberals from the Bay Area coming out, and things started shifting.
Okay.
That's what I was implying, and I blame that on the shifting because they want to be able to do what they want to do and park there. How dare you impede on my right to park in front of the school while and drop my kid off or wait to pick him up or something?
Yeah, this is
that
why
kind
I'm
of thing.
confused because this would where I live, which is as you know, a communist country.
Yeah.
It would be considered like having that type of idea where like pedestrians take precedence for kids' safety or any other reason.
Yeah.
Would be considered a radical left-wing idea.
No, because we weren't left wing out here at the time.
Yeah.
We were
Okay.
right wing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying like the way the culture is here, the way people
I got
divide
you.
in Canada.
I got you. It's flipped for you
that-
guys. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be someone saying, "Hey, let's do that." That like it would be conservative people saying, "Well, no, I want to drive my car right up there. My kid will be
Right.
safer in the car until they get to the door."
Yeah.
And it would be the lefties saying, "Oh no, let's have this nice, we'll pick flowers on our way to school while we walk from
Right.
the car to the school, right?"
And like they made stipulations like the PTA makes stipulations like, can you please not do U-turns in front of the school or where the school is for the safety of the kids, that kind of thing. I learned to park down the street and just walk my kids to the school. It was, but a lot of people don't do that. They want to drop their kids right off at the front of the school. How dare I have to walk?
What you're saying is I can't do drifts out in front of the school.
No,
to show
no
the
drifts
kids
in
how
front of
cool
the
I am?
school. No.
God damn it! So I was trying. Never mind.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep blowing on.
But anyway, that was just an example
This-
of one side versus the other where you're kind of,
Yeah, no, I find it really weird that the concepts are flipped almost. Like the ideology is flipped, or it feels like it's flipped, but maybe it really isn't.
Yeah.
Almost like many of these topics have nothing to do with the alignment of the political party and are just
No,
one
it's-
side opposing the other for the sake of it.
Yeah, just for the sake of like,
And-
that's
and-
not what I want. Yeah.
or it's the like I want to say dichotomy, but I don't know if that's. But in one aspect, people are like, "Oh, I want this to be this way, so I'm going to say this." But then when it's my turn or my side doing it, well, then I want it to be this way, and so it's the double-edged sword.
Hypocrisy.
Right? Yeah, the hypocrisy of like, oh my God, I get to do what I want, but then like, no, when I want to do what I want, then you all are in the wrong, and it's very weird that way. But anyways, we're gonna get on to Jack Robinson. I think he's one of the politicians who starts speaking about this area changing into what it has become.
And his wife Renee Holiday. It features a mix of readings from the Bible and extreme right-wing takes on political news.
They are not upholding any of our constitutional laws whatsoever because they're communists and they're in a takeover mode. They're sitting
Yeah, they're
in
totally
the
communist.
highest seat in the land, illegitimately, but they're still sitting in that seat.
Yep.
And until we rectify it.
Yeah, we need a
So-
revival, I'll tell you that.
One of the people who advertises on the show is Chris Walsh, an estate agent who sells properties to people who want to live off the grid and be prepared for a societal breakdown.
There is an exodus happening in America today, from cities full of crime and corruption to the rural areas of clean and sustainable living. Like-minded patriots are coming to North Idaho.
Really quick, I'm going to say this, and then we're going to keep going on. Whatever. One of the major things about this is they're always saying that like they have figured out the way to like make their like no crime and no homeless people and blah blah blah. But if you put up some of these things that they're talking about, there's no way that you're not going to have those things involved in that society. You're going to have homeless people still. You're going to have people that are fucking poor, and you have the rich. You're not making it so that everybody is all on the same page. They're not trying to do that, obviously, but they're claiming that. But if that was to be a thing, it's called it's socialism. It is going where communalism.
There's two ways. There's two ways you can get rid of the homeless. The first is to give everybody a home. The other is to literally get rid of the homeless. No one's homeless. Never mind the graveyard. Don't look in the graveyard.
Yeah, and that's been happening throughout history.
Just like moving them along is the way it seems to always go. Like well, here anyway. Like it's out of sight, out of mind. But it's just like everybody says, well, we don't want them here, so they end up.
They move them somewhere else.
And they end up congregating in big cities where they have a few more resources because it's a larger number of people, but it's not. It's a problem. I'm sure it's a problem worldwide, but what we hear about now is all the people that like aren't like at the soup kitchen. It's the people that are like couch surfing for years on end and have like very fragile housing situation, or it's counting on a little bit of grace here and there from this person and that person, and then like getting any actual real solid housing is like almost impossible. And once you're out of being a quote unquote a regular person, getting back into it is like almost impossible. And the barriers to like finding work, finding any sort of help or whatever, just piles on itself, right?
No, I know. Yeah, exactly. I've been homeless and all that. So if the government would just give everybody their own OnlyFans account for free and a cell phone, then we'd be golden.
I think
Nobody'd sign up for my OnlyFans. I appreciate the thought, though.
I would watch the homeless OnlyFans. Come on. I'm just kidding.
I think the problem we have with homelessness is we see them all as crazy people who want to be homeless, and that's not the case.
Well, we see them as defective. It's just like
and it's not
people
the case.
who are ill. You must have done a moral wrong. You must deserve this.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and the other thing is, say that somehow you got kicked out of your living establishment at the time, and you got fired for some reason. The way to get back into the working class, or getting back into work, you have to have a clean clothes, you have to have clean hair, you have to have clean, you know what I'm saying? So if you get thrown into an environment where you can't get clean enough because you can't get into the YMCA or the boys club, or you did not get a place to stay that night at the homeless shelter, now you have to go somewhere. But if you don't have the right clothing, if you don't have the right training or other things, you're never going to get yourself further through things, and so that's a major thing that we need to work on is mental health, education, giving up people ways to wash themselves, brush their teeth, or sustain themselves through drug addiction, because some people are trying to get off of drug addiction and they still have to do heroin for like another week. And there are other thingy-mabobbers, yakety schmackety, whatever. There's not that for meth and a couple other things. But anyways, there's a lot more that is under the table, I want to say, than most people understand. Like there's a lot of stuff that you have to Like there's these the bitches on TikTok that were like, oh my god, I was like homeless for like 13 hours and like I made $1 million in one day. Yeah, because you are pretty, you have nice clothes, you went up to people and you said, can you buy me things? Can you do this? Can you do that? Do you know what it's like to be fucking 4 weeks into being homeless and being smelly and like and don't have fucking like clean underwear and like look like you're homeless and are trying to get yourself back on your feet? It's fucking hard from that point. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you have a mental disorder and or like you had a prescription for drugs for your mental stuff, right? And then it runs out because the government's not giving to you anymore, or somebody's not helping you, and now and you're not taking your drugs. Now you're going to fall into being back into being.
Well, yeah, and you don't have an address. So you can't get ID. You can't get
sure. No, I know.
And
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
and like it's just it's a nonstop like it's a vicious circle. It never stops.
And I've seen this firsthand, not just with me, but my homies and homegirls we've gone through this process. A lot of us are psychotic, or we have, and then their parents like kick them into the streets, and now they're living in the streets. And now we're trying to get them their medication, but they don't want to give them their medication because they don't have an address, and then or their ID got expired. Now, how do I get them their ID if they don't have a place to live? And like, there's so many things that like start piling in to this whole like why we have this huge problem in the Americas right now, not just because of drugs and not just because of mental disorders, but because it's so hard for you to sustain yourself. If you fall down, there's no such thing as pulling yourself over your bootstraps. That is a nonsensical fucking phrase because there's no way to do that.
It was originally a joke.
Yeah, it literally was. And then people started saying it, or it was being put in the zeitgeist as a thingy-mabobber. And then, like, well, it's a racist thing. It was like, oh, I'm a white person who can get a loan whenever I want, or my parents can just fucking throw me $500. Oh, you don't have a fucking sustainable living thing, and your parents are divorced, and blah blah blah, and you have like. That's not their fault or the kid's fault, or there's a handful of things that make that happen. That's not the reason why they're stuck per se. It's other things. And it's amazing. I get to be this modified and be a white person, and I can go and walk in and get loans. I can do whatever I want because I'm technically privileged in the society that I live in. My homies that look like me that aren't white don't get that privilege. Like, I see that, and I've helped all my homies out and my friends out because really quick before we get into this, because we need to get further into this motherfucking bullshit.
Right.
The joke was when I was fucking hanging out with all my ghetto friends was, you want to know why we send you in first, Slim, or why we make you talk to the cops? It's because none of us get arrested when you talk to the cops. Right? It's because I'm the only white boy. All I got to do is be like, hi, officer, how are you doing? Oh, what do we need to do? Oh, my God, I am so sorry. We didn't do this. And then they're like, yeah, just go. Right? If my fucking ghetto friend is like, yo, bro, what's going on? How we doing over here? And they're like, everybody's going to jail. What's the difference? He literally did not say anything different than me. Just they saw him as not. Anyways, let's keep blowing on. So I think we're talking to, I don't know who we're talking to exactly yet.
In search of a simpler, self-reliant lifestyle. I'm Chris Walsh, broker and owner of Revolutionary Realty, based in the heart of America's Great Redoubt, North Idaho.
Some of the properties he sells are so remote, he has to fly there in his own plane.
Now, these people were pretty close.
Yeah, so they're in like the middle of nowhere, Idaho, and like they said that he flies in on his plane to go here. So it's like a town of like 100 people in the middle of butt fucking nowhere.
They wanted to have more dwellings. So what they did, you see that red building out there? There's that one, and there's another one right over there. And those are skid mounted houses. Those came from North Dakota and South Dakota, from the oil fields. The vast majority of preppers to me are really analogous to a 1968 hippie. And the reason for it is because those folks were looking for freedom, they wanted clean water, and they wanted non-interference. They didn't want to be told what to do. It was an
Oh my God, you mean socialism? Damn it.
expression of freedom. And that's why you see so many of these people come up here, because they want those freedoms, and a lot of them have just been taken away, where they're at. The bottom line is that, these people come and they like stuff like this because it's so usable. They want to take stuff like this and turn it into pasture. They want to turn it into garden, what have you. It's already done. The stumps are already removed. There's no trees out here. So this has been worked at some point by someone, toward the idea that they wanted to grow garden, grow food, have animals on it. But you can see that the ground itself just has no rock in it. It has no stumps.
And how important is...
So once again, you all did the work so the people that come in, then they're into your colonial, I think I'm saying that wrong, but your internal society. What part of this is not socialism or not a fucking... God damn, it's so annoying when I hear this bullshit.
Is it to not have the house on the road for people?
It really depends more on area than anything else. So, for example,
and then listen to what he says. He doesn't want his house on a road because of, here we blow.
If you're in a very heavily populated area, say Coeur d'Alene, Post Falls, what have you, where there's 100,000 people, being up on the road is a much bigger detriment. So if you're up here, Highway 2 is there, and there's people up here, but there's not 100,000.
Yeah, no, he thinks having people around you is a detriment, not a positive. Not being able to drive, not being able. Let's just let's say, somebody is dying in your establishment. Let's say your house is on fire. Let's say you need the police.
Yeah.
You want them to be right next to you. This motherfucker is like, nah, I want to be in the middle of fucking nowhere. So when I murder people,
I don't want people a mile around me in all direction.
When my barn burns down, I want to be the only person to put it out. No, that doesn't make any sense.
I can understand that part. Not having people around you is great. But to sit there and say, well, if I have my house next to a road, it's a detriment.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Does he ever explain how it's a detriment?
Well, here we blow, and just let him fucking not explain this bullshit for sure.
Wow.
The vast majority of people that I see, that I speak to, that are coming here out of danger. They're fleeing from places where they're afraid. So, for example,
Oh, because Fox News told you that the BLM is gonna take over your. Yeah, no, exactly. That's exactly what happened. They're scared that Antifa. They're scared Antifa is gonna fucking go and break into their house and take all their guns and kill them first. Wait, I thought you were the fucking top trained fucking person with all your weapons. How are they gonna get into your shit to fucking take over your shit? You dumb cunt. No, it's fear mongering.
In the middle of this big expansive land. If people really want to, they're going to go to your house.
You know how easy it is.
If they have a bug up their ass and they want to go do something to your house, they're going to go do it.
You know how easy it is for me. You know how easy it is for me to take a drone to surveillance your house for a couple days straight, and then find out when you're sleeping or when you're about to leave your house, because you leave your house every morning. Sure.
What the hell? Amber, did you just disappear? What?
But you know what I'm saying, right? I literally can just watch your fucking establishment for a week, and I can find out everything that you do, and I can take you out fucking easy as fuck. I can grab a sniper rifle. I can get fucking different types of thingamabobbers, which are I can put down that fucking explode when you get near it. I can get drones. There's so many things that you can do to make this that we're like, what are you talking about, you weirdo?
But he thinks
you're not going to hide. You can't
by living out in the middle of with people, nobody around him. You're not safer.
No,
by any means.
Well, no one can hear you scream, but
that's true.
I would posit that people that try to follow me around and figure out my schedule would probably they'd go home or die of boredom before they ever figured out what was going on.
Right.
You can't follow me up and down the road every day and not give up eventually.
Yeah.
And that's the other joke is the idiots that believe that the government is following them, they live the most boring fucking lives in the world. Nobody's watching your punk ass, you dumb cunt.
No,
You
that's
know
the
who they're
thing.
watching? You know who they're watching is me, because I'm watching weird porn and doing weird things behind the scenes and am naked constantly. And I'm at the bar talking to people
Jesus.
about fucked up shit, or I'm doing weird shit. I'm swallowing swords when I'm doing shows. I'm piercing myself. I'm doing fucked up shit. That's who the FBI and CIA is watching, not your lame ass that goes home every night and pets your dog and drinks a bottle of whiskey while you slap your
Right.
wife around because she didn't make the Cornish game hen fucking dinner well
God.
enough or something, you know?
I think you would probably like get like slightly less attention if you would just show up to the bar wearing shorts.
Exactly, but like, you know who the FBI is following is weirdos like me and Mango. You know who they're not following is your dumbass that fucking does nothing all day long while you're in the middle of the mountains picking your butthole while you're fucking making some.
But that's the thing is, these people, like you say, people like that. You know, they're probably following me. It's like, but 10-1, they're not following the average citizen like that.
No, of course not.
Do you know what I'm saying? People just having their brains that, oh, they're tracking me. It's like, are you paranoid or what?
You know, these are people that have actual mental problems for the most part.
Yeah.
But there are like large urban centers are seeing more crime, but we also have
because there's more population.
We have more population, but you also have the 24-hour news cycle that's scaring everybody about everything.
Yes.
Like
and
because,
social media.
Yeah, all of it. Like, so you hear about every little thing. Like, this is, I know I've mentioned this before. I'm kind of like, I just don't listen to news anymore. I used to be like a news junkie. I used to listen to news radio all day long.
Yeah.
I used to like watch it like in the background. Like, my dad would do that too. He'd have like the 24-hour news station on.
Wait,
like, with
hold on.
Constantly.
Hold on.
Kill you.
A truck driver driving a gazillion hours a day was listening to political radio? Nuh-uh, I don't believe that.
That never happens.
I'm
Like,
sorry, I had to break
I just hone in on the stuff I want to hear now.
Yeah.
I'm building an echo chamber. I'm building an echo chamber where all I hear about is how the Earth is a globe.
Hey, why are all these fucking places putting globes in front of us? It's because there's propaganda to make us believe in the globe. Otherwise,
they're trying to sell globes.
I can't believe that dumb bitch said that shit.
I gotta figure out how to make the money from the flat Earth.
That's true, Harry.
Where are they hiding all that money on the flat Earth?
There's that dumb politician, fucking what's her cunt name, and she's like, my kids kept being like, I'm picking out fucking, there's globes everywhere. Look, Mom, there's a globe.
Oh,
Mom, look, there's a globe.
Candace, whatever her name is, yes.
Yeah.
Stupid woman.
What else are we going to be propagating? Why would we propagate a square, donut, or any other
or a chessboard Earth, whatever you want to,
Why? That doesn't make sense. If we're trying to teach people reality.
No, it wasn't Candace Owens. It's Candace.
No, it wasn't Candace Owens.
Candace
it was
Taylor or
dumb,
something like that.
It was that dumb white bitch. It was that white bitch. It doesn't matter. But anyways,
plenty of dumb Candaces to go around.
Why would we be promoting a flat Earth if there's not that? That doesn't make any sense, you dumb cunts. Like, the reason why we have a solar system thing where you can like have the things and they go around each other and you can prove how astrological bodies go around each other.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why that's a thing is because that's a fucking thing, you dumb cunts. Why would we make a fake thing to show fucking people that isn't fucking real? That doesn't make any sense.
And it's not really about the flat Earth. It's about them deceiving us to control us.
Yeah, of course. Mm-hmm. And
because you make your decisions every morning about, well, since the Earth is a globe, I'm going to have eggs. But if the Earth were really flat, I'd have pancakes. It's clearly a key factor in every decision.
They think globe Earth. Kids are taught globe Earth from time they come out of the womb. Look at the way the state of the world is in, and they equate that to how the world is. And I'm like, So you think if everybody came out of the womb believing the Earth was flat, we'd have peace, harmony, and love everywhere, no wars, no dipshit, because humans. Okay.
Some of them do, though.
They do.
If you had
It's a variant of
yeah.
the Earth, though, right?
Huh?
Like if you won the war, you could chase your enemies off the side of the Earth.
You could just drive them off the edge of the Earth.
Yeah.
Instead
But there's
of,
some of them
if you
who
chase your
think
enemies
that
on a
the
globe, they'll come up and bite you in the ass.
Right, they'll come back around. Exactly.
round and round we go.
If
But they think there's more land beyond the ice wall.
Well, yeah,
and we're being contained.
Thank you, Embers, for saying that, because they say there is the resources on other lands outside
Supposedly.
of Antarctica, ring, that blah blah. But
if we can just get past those penguins,
those damn phasers or laser beam rifles.
You know why we know the Earth is a globe? Because since there is the penguin army, there would have been a cat army that would have pushed everything off the edge already. We literally would have a government that just made a pussy pushing off the edge army, and everything would have been solved off of them knocking everything off the edge. Because you cannot stop pussy from pushing stuff off the edge of something. I have said that many times before, and I will claim that to be
Got a great alliteration T-shirt thing there, Slim. I think the
No, that we're making that a T-shirt or a sticker. Earth is not flat because pussy would have pushed us off of it already.
knocked all the buildings off the edge. Commander has some commentary for you.
Yeah, she does.
Okay.
He does.
This
one
one
more.
or the one before it? Okay, sorry.
The one before it, the long one. There you go. You got it.
Mama, would you like to please read this for us?
It says, one night on the shells just for yachts, we did a head count of panelists who had on the shills, I'm sorry, just for yachts. We did a head count of panelists who had or still held security clearances. There were 5 of us, and how many of us were visited by spooks? 0.
Exactly. So once again, like we've said before, we have folks that are involved, high up in things, and or truck drivers, boat captains, working for NASA or have worked for NASA or work for other organizations, teachers, all that stuff. And none of them can disprove the globe. And they're no, I had to prove the globe constantly, right?
But as Commander says, but this dumbass flatter who was living out of his van was claiming to be hounded by government spooks. I'm guessing that's D. Marble.
Yeah, but the problem is if you smoke too much meth, if you smoke meth while you're living in a van down by the river,
and you
claim usually think the government's after you.
You claim that south is down, and planes go upside down when they get to Australia.
I
know. Planes crossing at the equator.
One of those debates.
And actually,
are the wrong word, but I listened to one today. They brought up all the hits.
We're going over that tomorrow. We're going over that tomorrow. We're going.
All right, I won't say what the
flat
hits
Earth
are.
stuff
We all
tomorrow.
know.
Yeah, no, we're doing. But the problem with van dude, I forgot his name, is his erectile dysfunction kept happening, and so he was not able to point towards the globe. You kept having it. Never mind. We'll talk about it later.
One thing he did was D. Marble did a video on hotspots and how hotspots of the sun. Oh, that means the sun's right above it. And so what's funny in one of his where he's outside of one of his little commentaries, you see a hot spot on his head.
Yeah,
and oh, the sun's right above your head. Then okay.
Yep.
Fucking D. Marble.
You
know why you're fucking. You want to know why your girlfriend with her kid left you while you were living in a van? Because you're a fucking idiot. Okay, let's keep flowing.
Nothing to do with the van.
No,
it had nothing to do with the lifestyle other than he's a flat earther.
Right.
And without really much conversation, they tried to pulling her out of the vehicle by her hair. And when they couldn't get her out of the car that way, they started ramming the butts of the rifles through the open window, and smashing my aunt's teeth out, breaking her ribs on this side.
I don't
the whole time my
remember
cousin
what
Jason is there
beginning
in the
of
car,
this was.
and she instructed him to hide.
Oh,
under the console.
Just
She
about
does not
flat Earth.
make a peep.
Nobody has debunked my argument for flat Earth yet. Just saying.
Okay.
My
Are we
argument
talking
for
about
flat Earth.
police or something carjacking?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah. There was some incident that happened, and we're not going to go over it because I just want to get to.
There's crime everywhere. It doesn't matter where it is. It doesn't matter the political affiliation of the people. There's freaking crime everywhere. Do you know what I'm
so
saying?
let's begin getting into
Stuff happens.
Let's begin getting into this.
Is something they welcome. After months of careful negotiation, we were allowed rare access to film inside the controversial Candlelight Church in Coeur d'Alene.
So here's one of the churches in this area.
Yeah.
I wanted to see if the kind of teaching done here by Pastor Paul Van Noy adds to the divisive nature of the American Redoubt and gives the congregation more reason to shut themselves off from those who don't believe as they do.
We can see what's going on in the world around us. Persecution against the church, the deconstruction of truth, the biblical signs that the Bible talks about, earthquakes in various places and wars and rumors of wars and famines. We look at this every day.
It doesn't talk about that.
Tension in people.
It's
and so
not a
we
thing.
see progression toward that.
Yeah, exactly. Where's the correlation into any of that? Does anybody on the panel have any correlation to any of that for anything?
No.
Of course not. But I believe Ember wants to say something. Go for it, please.
I always have to facepalm when they get out the wars and rumors of wars and the earthquakes and the things that have been happening continuously for over 2,000 years.
Right,
This shit was happening before Jesus was around the first time.
And we know why. We know why they happen because there are tectonic plates. There are things that, like we know. We don't know exactly when volcanoes are going to erupt, but we know closely, or we can look at things, and then when we see
you can get back the activity.
tremors,
Yeah.
exactly. When the tremors start happening, because we have Ember. Do you know how many? I want to say earthquake sensors, although I know the tremor sensors. Let's put it that way, around the Earth.
Oh shit, tons. I'd have to look it up.
Got a lot.
Does anybody?
I would say millions.
We
at least,
we
right?
Crack
Right.
Tony on here.
Yes.
Right? I mean, like
special
Golden
guest
Gate Bridge
star.
has seismographs on it.
And just in Hawaii's, all of the Hawaii's thingy bobbers, they have 5 on each island, or seismographs. But sensors.
Heat waves and S waves.
The thing is, if you look back at the Bible, what always natural things cause destruction? Fire, flood,
my dick,
earthquake.
Oh, sorry, yes,
Slim.
Sorry, I had to do it at least once.
Natural things cause destruction. This is why it's in the Bible. People have gone through famine in periods of times over the millennia, right? With humans.
Okay, Ember.
It's a natural thing.
Did you find just a rough estimate of something? Because I see that
not
once again,
yet.
it's a stupid amount. It's a stupid amount of
very stupid
information.
That's the
and there's like everybody and their mom now has a fucking vibrating earthquake sensor inside their vagina.
If you go on USGS, you can actually see how many earthquakes there are. We just don't feel them because they're just like
big enough.
No,
exactly. In San Diego. In San Diego specifically, because I lived there for most of my life, every single day there's a 0.05 earthquake, or there is a 1 point earthquake or something every single day. Just we don't see it. Just like you fucking flat earthers are like, why don't I feel the spin of the fucking globe in the universe? Why would I feel
what an
that?
earthquake is on the flat Earth?
Well, they can't explain that at fucking all. But again, why would animal species? Well, don't make me talk about the snow globe and never mind. We'll talk about that later. Anyways, but why would a animal species be able to sense those things at such a small scale?
Correct.
Oh yeah, our senses are crap.
Other than plants and or trees and a couple other things that they may need to know that. But as a herbivore running around and being a plant gatherer and or eating meats and tracking down things to why would I need to know every time there's a minor shift in the fucking tectonic plates? It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Well, if you're a tree, where are you going to go?
The problem with flat Earth is they can't explain how their Earth is, how it's made up. Anything.
They have no. They have
They don't want to have Earth. They'd rather bash the globe instead.
They don't know, and they don't want us to know.
Right.
Well, and the other thing is they disprove something with their fake black swan, and then if they
I'm dealing
go
with Flatso
to look
with
at
that
the
tomorrow,
nether,
by the way.
and
And
they go
Horizon.
to the nether aspect of it, then there's that black swan doesn't match the other black swan.
Hey, Beck.
So hey, Beck. So none of this makes any sense. So right quick, let's keep blowing on with him for a second, and then we're gonna go ahead and get into the next pastor and fucking just wait.
Yeah, and real quick, there are over 26,000 seismographic stations registered internationally.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
26,000.
Yeah, and
figured
and in the Americas, it's
millions.
at least fucking 20,000 or some weird crazy. And it doesn't matter. Anyway, so keep blowing on.
When the Lord will return for his bride. I believe in the rapture. I believe you do too. And I'm looking forward to that. We are looking for the blessed hope and the glorious appearing of our
Why
great
do
God and
you
Savior,
want the
Jesus
rapture?
Christ.
So it's quite a hectic morning for you, yeah?
Fairly normal.
This just shows the indoctrination that they have.
Yeah, I will say that after
These pastors have.
You gotta get up and perform, and then as soon as you step down, it's like,
yeah,
everybody wants to talk to you.
People have been pretty nice today, actually, which has worked out well. Hey, Chuck, the Bible takes us from Genesis to the book of Revelation. And while there are some parenthetical sections,
Except for the fact that if you're a Christian, you're not supposed to go with the Old Testament anymore. So you're talking about the Old Testament,
right?
And through the New, and then also Revelations, which there's 3 different times they were all fucking done, right? So the Old Testament was written, and then they had that, and then after the Jesus was resurrected, then we have the New Testament, and then Revelations came fucking 1,000 years after that or some bullshit.
Right.
So you're trying to put this all together. Like, that's not how the world fucking works, you dumb cunt. But here we blow.
and there are some interruptions, if you will, in a consistency through time. It does begin in the beginning in a garden, and the story ends in a garden, in the new heaven and the new earth.
What?
And so in a timeline, you can see where we are.
Wait. Where in Revelation does it say there's another garden that's happening? What the fuck is going on?
And Revelations is supposed to have been fulfilled a long time ago, right? In Nero's time.
Well, it was supposed to be during Nero time. Yeah, no, it was Nero.
It was about Nero, yeah.
It was about Nero's
it was
time.
exactly about Nero. All the fucking numbers and the blah blah blah. So it was all about that. Okay, we'll see you later, Al. Everybody say
Bye, Al.
Bye,
Bye, Al.
Later, Al.
And
Bye-bye.
yes, Al, you may not think you don't sing very well, but you got a cute song, so.
All right. Yeah, no, my
I
singing
love your
voice
fucking
is terrible.
I don't, but I love your
should
voice.
start singing
It's
some
fucking
McLean
amazing.
All right,
now.
thanks.
We
Well,
need to have you.
I've been singing terrible songs that I've been writing them myself and then
Oh.
singing them because I can't
But-
find
but-
anybody good
yeah.
to sing them.
You're the
We
Canadian
need-
Taylor Swift.
We need to
Yeah,
have you read. We need to
I
have
wouldn't
you
go that
read
far.
stuff.
We lost her last year, or this year's Gordon Lightfoot.
Gordon Lightfoot. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. All right. Later.
Right.
We'll see you later, Al.
Bye,
Later.
guys.
Bye, Al.
I'm not 100% sure about what you're talking about, but I'm sure that if I misquoted, that's what we're talking about. Was the fundamentalism of Christianity or the Christian fundamentalists, because that's a whole different thing. Because there's like a million and a
That's
half different
different.
versions of Christians and Catholicism and your mom's vagina.
Well,
and
Christianity
we'll talk about that later.
is not a religion. It's there's religion based off of it.
Sure. Okay.
Thousands of religions based off of it. So you can't say someone's a Christian.
It's a family of religion.
Being Christian, right? Being Christianity is
in the
about your relationship
Americas-
with Jesus. That's all Christianity is about. But people have make more out of it, obviously, as we see. You know.
Yeah, well, that's why I have the OnlyFans with Jose, and we I'm gonna say it, and I feel bad for this. And we trim lawns. Okay. Anyways, I'm sorry. Okay. Jesus Christ. We do it all naked. No, I'm just. Hey, you got a big bush? Just get me and Jesus to come out and. No, I'm sorry. I'm done. Anyways. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Let's keep going on further with this idiocracy.
And so the old covenant era is over. The law has been fulfilled in Christ. We are now in what is called the church age. The church age will end at what is referred to as the rapture of the church.
We're not
Many
in the
people don't
church
believe in the
age.
rapture.
Rapture of
The
the
Bible
church.
does. The Bible says the dead in Christ shall be raised first, and we who are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air. And so Christians all over the world are going to be taken to heaven.
Yeah, but what does that mean for the rest of civilization that it does not follow your bullshit? We all fucking get burnt up and die. God is so
It's good
great and so
news.
amazing, and he's so willing to love the peoples of the world that he made, that he is willing to destroy us
The
all.
only rapture I can deal with, I like, is Blondie's Rapture. Okay, have you heard that song? Just saying.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh,
God damn it, NANA.
666 from
son of a
NANA.
bee sting. Yeah, I know. So God was no, Mama, read it.
Sorry. So God was really angry at the Old Testament. Then he chilled after Jesus died in the New Testament.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
Yeah, thank you for the Wilhelm scream.
I'm saying this now. Whatever God and Jesus said in the Bible, it's all hearsay. It literally is all hearsay.
And it's
all bullshit.
You cannot use the Bible as evidence in a court of law because it's all hearsay.
And
Well,
spiritual
what else?
evidence, spectral evidence.
Yes.
What else did the Bible say about man?
We're stupid.
He is so wicked that he will turn whatever he wants into whatever he needs to do to make himself look good, right?
Right.
So after God gave them the information, if they wanted to rewrite it wrongly or translate it wrongly or be a priest in front of the people to present that wrongly, that is a thing as well, because they're human and they have man's blood in them or whatever. So anything that anybody's telling us could be fucking completely wrong anyways.
Correct.
Or the translation can be wrong, or the way it's presented by your local priest or pastor, or
Oh yeah, Mr. Preacher right here on screen is directly violating Jesus' commands in the Sermon on the Mount.
Yes.
Exactly.
He's like, fuck what Jesus said. I'm doing my own thing.
And that's the thing is, one thing that irks me with people like this, even flat earthers, they'll take the verses in Psalms as if that's God saying something. And it's like, no. Psalms is not the book of David. It's praises to God. It's David's praises to God. It has nothing to do with God. You know?
Well, and isn't Psalms like technically just like poems?
It's
or
poems.
Allegories.
Yes, they're called the songs of David.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
It's like a love song to God, so to speak.
Yeah,
it's, you know,
exactly.
Yeah,
It's not.
yeah.
It's not a realization of every word means.
Right.
Yeah. It's so crazy that people are like so willing to believe every word off of everything, except for the ones they don't want to believe, because I can look at real passages of if you take in this person's family and you make them a slave, they can only be a slave for this long. And if you like put shellfish up their vagina and you like have sex with them while an abortion happens, then now they're not. I don't know.
The Bible literalists. They take everything exactly word for word. It's like you can't do that.
And that's not exactly what's happening with this.
Well, Genesis is literal, but the actual freaking laws that God physically handed to Moses, that's just I don't know why, but
that's just a guideline. It's just a guideline. You don't have to follow them.
No, exactly.
Thou shalt not lie. Screw that one, man. That doesn't mean anything. Who cares?
God is anti-abortion until he has those things about how there's abortion and he's pro it.
Yeah, here, drink the potion.
We're not going to look at how
Here's how funny I think it is. Remember Nathan Thompson? He did the car part where he's crying in his car and he's singing that No Doubt song because his girlfriend of a week or two they broke up.
In a week.
He was
week.
was into Bible verses, and she took some of the verses as saying she could drink blood, but she that was not okay with him. And I'm like, dude, you can't take some things for you and then take her interpretations and look at her and go, you're stupid. That's not what it is. It's like, you're literally
what it was saying is, while she's on her period, you just fucking eat her out, homie. Just do it. Come on, get your red wings.
What I'm saying is that the criticalness of that was just like,
no,
hey, you're taking these verses over here, interpreting these verses over here. She's interpreting these verses over here, but she's evil and in the wrong.
Yeah, no,
you
that's
can't
exactly
have your cake and eat it too, you dipshit.
That's what we saw with Greg Locke and Dean Odell, as they just screaming at each other. They're using the same Bible verse to justify each other's position. They're just like, no, you didn't read the Bible. No, you didn't read the Bible. No, you didn't read the Bible.
That was so funny.
For fuck's sake.
How many interpretations of the Bible are there? Like, what?
So many different versions written of the Bible. You know, in different words and stuff to mean the same thing, but different words and stuff. Which one do you take literally?
And then I just found. Sorry, I keep burping. I just found a new content creator. They're probably not new, but there's a content creator.
Hey, Sydney.
Who is saying that? Hey, we have our Lucifer and we have our Sydney's.
That's right.
Hello, how are you doing?
We have our devil and our angel. There we go.
Yes.
Good.
There was a content creator that was saying that they could prove the Bible and then also like where Satan was and or came through for that thing. And it's like, I don't know how can you prove that for that? And we're going to be going over that in the near future. And same with like the flat earth thing with we're going to go over the Greg Locke thing. Like I really didn't want to.
God.
We totally have to. And I have.
Yep, I did it the other day. You have to. There's so much ridiculousness. Everybody should try. You know how the Christians say everyone should read the gospel at least once and see if you're moved by the Holy Spirit? Everyone should review this debate at least once and see if you're moved to tears from laughing so hard.
I know.
Yeah. So I found it on one mirrored website. Hopefully that'll be there tomorrow because that's what we're going to be going over is that. And then Wits It Gets It is talking with somebody that I don't remember off the top of my head, and we're going to go over that as well. And I have other flat earth stuffs. So anyways, I'm going to play a little bit more of this and then we're going to begin getting the fuck out of here.
Harry, for reference, it was almost a 5-hour long debate.
Yeah, we're only gonna.
It was way too damn long. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I had to edit the shit out of it to make it reviewable.
Yeah,
and we're only gonna go over certain parts of it, and I have a couple of things time stamped out to go over that. But let's go over this right quick, and then we're gonna get the fuck out of here.
Yes.
They didn't know what was happening. It is done, and this fall we're gonna see what happens to the rhinos and everybody else. I'm super excited about that. Keep organizing, keep organizing, keep organizing.
Totally.
Identify the communists and jihadists in your area, okay? We're going to start with the Montana Human Rights Network, okay? Woo! All right.
What are you talking about, you psycho?
I don't know.
All the hate comes out of that group, okay? They're so vitriolic, spewing, trying to destroy people's businesses, lying about people's reputation. You know, they were like, did you hear Matt Shea's plan? Is to create a white ethno-state in the northwest of the United States. It was like, you guys realize that the God and Country celebration, they said that about, okay, that's where the secret plan was hatched. That the associate pastor...
Thank you, NANA.
...matters their entire credibility, right? So why are we playing into the narrative like Caleb said? They're going to try to throw that garbage out, easily discredited, easily refuted, easily dealt with. I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about why you guys are supporting Antifa. I want to talk about why you guys are supporting a racist organization like Black Lives Matter.
Oh my god.
This thing, it's easily refuted, easily dealt with.
Right.
So I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just going to
Mhm.
say it's easily refuted and then
Yes,
not
exactly.
actually demonstrate it.
Correct.
No, let's talk about how racist the anti-racist organization is.
Yes.
Let's talk about how fascist the anti-fascist organization
Yes.
is. What a fuck nugget.
It is so stupid.
It's so fucking insane when you like listen to them, and then can you imagine? Oh Jesus Christ! Can you imagine being in the audience and
Yeah.
being, oh yeah, he's telling the truth. What are you talking about, you psychopath? Like, what is even fucking going on? Like, it's so
like I
fucking
get it
crazy.
that he's a grifter. That's how he makes his money, is
Right,
fucking
yeah,
fleecing people and shit. That's, I mean, it's not fine, but at least it makes sense. But the
white
people who
people
are there are
they're
like,
so
yup,
racist.
yup.
They're
Holy
Mhm.
fuck.
Totally buying it. Totally buying his snake oil.
They're
Mhm.
so racist, or they're so anti any other thing
Yeah.
happening inside of their culture. Because I don't want to 100% say that like they're just racist. It is
Do
that they
these
don't want
people not
change
get-
inside their society. That's
Right.
what it is. They don't want change because they've been living this lifestyle for so fucking long, and they're so want to be privileged because there's
Do
money in
these-
a family, or
Idiots not get that there's no such thing as the white race.
no, because they're Irish weren't white, Italians weren't white.
Italians aren't- yeah.
Eventually, everybody got pulled into this. The Polish were not white.
Right.
Now,
You know, the only reason it's not still that way, yeah, there's Polish community centers, there's Italian community centers and so
Correct.
forth. But the only reason that we don't still have that kind of nationalistic pseudo-ethnic semi-racism going on anymore is because Americans are so fucking dumb, and we're all so mixed together. Nobody can tell what a person's national heritage is from their face anymore.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
We're too dumb to do it.
Dude, can you literally walk down New York Street and pick out every fucking Jewish person? Fuck no.
No.
There are the fucking Jewish, that wear all the stuff. But not everybody fucking does it. Can you pick out every fucking Italian person? Can you pick out every fucking Irish? Can you pick out every German? Can you pick out every? Can you no? Can you? It doesn't matter. Like, and I'm gonna go this way for just a millisecond. Can you pick out every Cuban person? Can you pick out every Mexican? No, everybody's all mixed together, and like, I don't know when somebody is a certain shade of a something, what they exactly are. Like, I can tell Jamaicans to another thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter though. We're all like supposed to be this melting pot in the Americas to mix together to make it a cohesive fucking place for everybody to live the American dream. That's what it's supposed to be. And it's being so right now.
It's one of the lies we're told.
Exactly, Tony. That's what I'm saying. That's the problem that we're having right now. Is it is not a thingy-mabobber that is happening. Anyways, I think it's about that time. We're 2 hours in. I know I started way late because this is the first time we've done this without some of the people. But thank you very much, everybody, for being here. Thank you, Ember, for joining us. Hopefully, in the near future, you can definitely join us again. This is pretty much what we do, and we go over and the format that this happens in. You eat spaghetti. Never mind. I'm sorry. Spaghetti.
Noodles.
Yeah. Anyways, I know.
Praise
I love
the
fucking with
FSM.
all ya. Yes. So,
Noodles that came from China, by the way. They weren't made in Italy. China.
Anyways, thank you all very much for being here with us and
Thank you,
hanging out.
Slim.
And we will tomorrow, I think, is flat Earth stuff.
Oh yeah.
I think that's what we're doing tomorrow, and we have like a bunch of flat Earth things to go over. that Mama helped me a lot with this next one. Even though I had a bunch of stuff already set up, Mama brought me stuff, and I was like, "Fuck it, we're gonna go over Mama's stuff." So,
and I'm doing a flat spread video tomorrow. It's flat spread video response.
Exact simile. So that's what we'll be kind of going over. That
so
and
you have a flat Earth all day if you want.
Yes, it will be flat
Earth
Earth
ain't flat. It just tastes that way.
It just tastes exact simile.
Hey, I'm drinking flat water right now. It's got no bubbles.
Exact simile.
Water does seek its own level.
That's right.
But did you fall off of it while you were drinking it? Never mind. Never mind.
No, I bumped into an icy wall.
Yeah.
I love that's okay. One thing about flat earthers. Oh, there's an ice wall that surrounds the Earth, keeps waters in. Dude, ice floats.
Shh, don't tell them. They'll get so confused.
I know that would confuse the hell out of them.
They don't understand icebergs.
Jesus Christ.
It's like it's one big ice ring. It's one big iceberg ring. No, it's like, seriously. Oh my God. So funny. Trying to find something to leave us with.
Yeah. There, we have.
I can sing a rude song if you'd like. I can sing a rude song.
You have a rude song? Do it. Sure.
I don't know Al's song.
Oh, hang on.
I'm just going to sing it. It's a McLean song. It's put it in your mouth, Mrs. Murphy. It only weighs a quarter of a pound. It's got hair all around it like a turkey, and it squirts when you rub it up and down.
Nice.
Does turkey have hair?
I don't know.
We have feathers.
Okay. Anyways, I don't have a thingy-mabobber. So everybody say thank you very much. Anybody wants to put any links in the side of my chat to do that fucking now before we get the fuck out of here. And tomorrow we will, I believe, is flat Earth is what we're doing tomorrow. If not, I'll change it around to being flat Earth because we have a bunch of stuff to go over that. So, anyways, thank you very much. Thank you for being here, and you all are amazing for us.
Yes, thank you all
for you all still supporting us after all the weird changes and everything that's going on. And there's a bunch of new things that are going to be happening with this channel and with a couple other channels as well, with us working more and more together. And so just stick around to find out what those things are in the next week.
Right.
So everybody say thank you very much, and everybody say
thank
bye.
You, everybody. Bye.
Laters.